Now let's look at something, and I really want you to notice in this graphic a couple of things that are here. Look at this. I'm going to show a short video.
Today I want to talk about something that is very interesting. And this is if you are an investor that's an accredited investor in the United Kingdom, you may be wondering what is going on with the 30-year Treasury gilt yield. So let's take a look at this and talk about it for just a minute, and then we'll compare it to Alamo Mortgage Holdings, our yield. And I'll give you a hint. Alamo Mortgage Holdings has a far, far higher yield. So if we were to go back to, say, the year 1980, the highest that we have here is around 1981. The yields were running about 13, almost 14, 13.5, 14%. And then you notice how over time, the general trend has been largely downward. I mean, we look here and we see that the yield as of, for example, 2016, if we look at 2016, the yield's like 1.4%. And then if we go all the way down to May of 2020, the yield fell all the way down to 0.57%. Now it's starting to slowly go back up. And as of this video, December 2022, the yield was at 3.678%. So let's just kind of compare that. Let's imagine that you buy gilt, you would get a 3.68% yield if you were to purchase a 30-year gilt. But now imagine that you instead decided to purchase an Alamo Mortgage Holdings bond. How much would you make? Well, that is a great question. I'm happy to answer it. So basically with an Alamo Mortgage Holdings bond, you'd be getting right here at 8%. That's a tremendous improvement over what you can get on a gilt. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, but a gilt has a zero default risk. I get it. I understand. But here's the thing, folks. You're getting such a low return on a gilt that you may want to consider if that actually makes sense to you in terms of what you're dealing with there. Because if you were to instead purchase an Alamo Mortgage Holdings corporate income bond, which is the bond of a UK company, you'd be earning right at 8% yield. And if we were to go back in time, you wouldn't have seen a yield like that for many years. You would have seen the last time gilts were giving an 8% yield was looks like it was right around let's see, when was it? 1996, so almost 30 years. So in the last 30 years, it hasn't gotten close to an 8% yield. So that's worth thinking about. If you would prefer to get an 8% yield, and you understand that it's not a government-backed guarantee. It is backed by collateral, though. It's backed by mortgages. It's something that you definitely should consider. Be happy to chat with you about what Alamo Mortgage Holdings can do for you in terms of providing passive income. And I wish you a fantastic day.